Good day, everyone. I'm Eloisa B. Jonas, and today I am going to discuss ethical issues in education, barriers to learning in school. Today's objective 1. Identify the key ethical principles and frameworks relevant to education. 2. Explain how ethical dilemmas arise in educational settings. 3. Name the most common barriers to learning in schools. 4. Distinguish the cause and effect of various barriers on student engagement, academic performance, and long-term outcomes. I have here the 5 most common ethical issues in education. Number 1. Inequity. Inequity affects people in each and every aspect of the social system, their social status in terms of economic, ethnic, and other family background. When it comes to education, most school fails to address inequity properly, making it more common and severe to our young learners. Student backgrounds, learners coming from underprivileged communities, underprivileged families may tend to have less access to the resources needed for learning. Learners that shows lack attention or problems at home, at school, or even personal problem may also cause low performance at school. It is crucial to understand these initial problems. That is why, as an educator, it is our duty and responsibility to address this issue instead of just blaming our student for having low marks in our subject. Another is technical inequity. It is a result from also a result from social inequality, like generational gap, digital divide, and other difficulties people may experience with the technologies that is required nowadays for education. People that experiencing technical inequity may lead to low performance in school cause not because of lack of understanding or not because of lack of interest to the subject matter, but because uh, they have this absence of technical skills. Most learners nowadays or young adult nowadays find it difficult to infuse, to integrate, to use technology in education. Number 2, we have diversity. Diversity can be in the form of cultural and ethnic diversity in class. If you have 45 students inside your classroom, therefore you have 45 diverse learners showing cultural differences. So as an educator, how can we address the needs of of this student having cultural differences, and how we appropriately discuss school norms without making them feel that they are disrespected, misunderstood, and unaccepted inside our class. Number 3, cheating. Academic cheating is one of the most apparent example of an unethical behavior at school, like plagiarism, ghostwriting, submitting AI-generated papers, especially nowadays that our learners are digital dependent, AI dependent. If you, kung bibigyan mo yan ng assignments, whether it is a simple research, an essay, a narrative, magpapa-book review ka, magpapa-movie review ka, hindi naman nila babasahin or hindi na nila yon papanoorin. What they do, tatakbo kay ChatGPT, kay Blackbox AI, at sa lahat ng artificial intelligence present now at in the internet, one of the main reason why most learners tend to cheat is their uninterrupted access to online resources, lalo na nowadays that most household are meron ng mga internet connectivity, so making it easy for our learners to go to AI applications, making for them easier to do their task. Kasi isang command mo lang, ibibigay na ni AI kung ano yung kailangan mo at kung ano yung gusto mong malaman. So, nowadays, isang challenge sa atin as an educator, paano natin matuturuan ang ating mga students to have critical mindset, critical thinking, how we teach our learners to show honesty at work, and how can we maintain academic integrity, na yung output, yung gawa, the performance, the paper is coming from them at hindi plagiarize, hindi pinagawa sa iba at kinredit na lang natin na as our own gawa at hindi AI generated. Number 4, we have the grading system. It's been an issue sa education system. How can we grade, assess, evaluate our learners' output fair and just? What are the things we do para magkaroon tayo ng markings that shows academic integrity, So, sa public school, we have uniform grading system. Ito ay binaba ng central office to ensure that teachers uses same system as when we are marking our learners' output. Number 5, we have bullying. Bullying is one of the most common and severe ethical issues in many schools, in all schools. Bullying shows or attacked the mental health of our learners, causing them experience depressions, anxiety, shows low self-esteem, loneliness, and making them social isolation. When a student is being bullied at school, it has a big impact on their academic performance. Now, as an educator, how can we ensure that all students are not bullied in our school, and how we ensure that our school shows zero tolerance policy for bullying? So, as an education institution and as an educator, it is our duties and responsibility to ensure that all learners are not being bullied at school. At tayo as an educator, we are not bully. Okay? And now, I have here the 5 most common barriers to learning in school. Number 1, motivation. No matter how beautiful, how well planned your lesson is, if your students, if your learners is not motivated, the teaching and the learning process will not be successful. How can you teach how can you motivate your student to share their ideas, to try to share what's on their mind, nang hindi mag-aalala na, ayoko baka mali, ayoko baka mapahiya lang ako, baka pagtawanan lang nila ako. How can we teach our student to have goals? How can we teach our student to have positive attitude na pag bumaba yung grades? That's part of the learning process para next time babawi. How can we motivate our student to view, to dream of success in the future, to perform their best? Hindi pwedeng mediocre. It should be exemplar. How can we teach our student to support each other, to support those who are in need? No? Motivation is a big task. It's a big ideas that we need to teach our learners. Number 2, cultural barrier. As I have said, as I have mentioned earlier, if you have 45 learners inside your classes, therefore you have 45 diverse learners showing cultural diversity. Paano mo ituturo yung cultural diversity? Paano mo ituturo yung religious diversity, the racial diversity, the gender diversity? How can we teach our learners to show, to exhibit that all learners are accepted, understood, and respected? Number 3, emotional factors. If you will observe, learners nowadays are very weak in terms of handling their emotions. Madaling magalit, madaling malungkot, madaling mairita, madaling masumaya, and they make decision based on their emotions. Now, how can we teach our learners to handle their emotions carefully? Kasi when they are sad, when they are mad, when they are confused, they don't show interest in school. Kahit anong gawin mo, hindi mo siya mamomotivate. How can we teach our learners to handle emotions responsibly? Number 4, personal issues. Nowadays, learners gets easily affected by depression, panic, anxiety, stress, and this may lead to jumping into decision na pagsisisihan nila in times. No? Paano natin ituturo, paano natin tuturuan ang ating mga learners to handle personal issues? Paano natin tuturuan ang mga students natin na when they are having these personal problems, kapag mabigat na yung nararamdaman nila, it's okay to look for someone they trusted para makausap, para makahingi ng advices, para nang sa ganun they will not come up with the decision na pagsisisihan nila in the first place. And number 5, attitude. Attitude towards the school. Towards the school na kailangan nila tapusin yung pag-aaral. They need to finish their studies because their studies is their only ticket for them to land on a good job, for them to have a better future, for them to have a better opportunity as they grow old. No? These are the most common barriers that hinders our learners to learning in school. Motivation, cultural barrier, emotional factors, personal issues, and attitude. And as an educator, it is our duty to teach our learners how to handle these 5 barriers responsibly. For the assessment question, number 1, what are the other ethical issues in education you've been encountered? Number 2, what strategies did you apply to answer these ethical issues in education? Number 3, how these barriers in education have a big impact affecting the overall academic performance of learners. So, thank you all for listening. And to conclude this report, let us watch these short videos. Once again, thank you.